So this is going to be a very fun deep dive into the strategy, footwork, and technique during this high-level college singles point. So right off the bat, we've got a serve and volleyer. So the proper footwork for a serve and volley is to take 3 steps and then split step. So watch, he lands the serve, that's step number 1, lands out of the serve, step 2, step 3, and then split. The split step on the serve and volley happens just past the center of no man's land because you got a split step just after your opponent hits the ball. And watch the returner right there, and then the split step occurs just after. Please make sure that you are timing your split step so it's just after the opponent makes contact. Now let's look at the returner. Let's look at his split step, and what you'll notice is he is jumping with the server. You need to jump in order to split step. Well, the server is going to jump in order to make contact with the ball. Notice they jump together. That is an easy hack on how to time the split step. As the server jumps up to make contact, you jump up so that you're in the air as they contact the ball, and that way you can land the split step just after. You want to land your split step around 0.2 seconds after your opponent makes contact with the ball. That synchronizes your brain and your reaction time with when your feet hit the ground. All right, so the returner is presented with a serve and volleyer. So what does he do? He gives them a half volley. When you're returning serve and you notice someone's coming in on the return, I don't care where you were trying to hit the ball previously, you are now going to aim right to the service line. Aim nice and low over the net. No need to crush the ball because you want gravity and spin to have a chance to bring that ball down to the feet and try to make the ball land around the service line, which is exactly what that returner does. That was really great. Now let's look at this half volley. First off, you can see that the server has his left hand on the throat of the racket. I think it's pretty interesting that he slides it down and he kind of hits a two-handed half volley, little pickup. Really, really great stuff. And obviously he's got to hit the ball up. So the chances of winning the point on this shot, pretty low. It's pretty tough to volley up and win the point outright. So typically what you're going to have to do is hit subsequent shots. So what I really love about the half volleyer's target is he hits down the line. Look how he keeps the ball in front of him. When you are presented with a low volley or a half volley, especially if you're over on the wings, if you're in the middle, it doesn't really matter where you hit. But if you're presented with a half volley that's kind of on the outside of these yellow lines or a low volley, it is critical that you keep the ball in front of you. And the reason is when you keep the ball in front of you, hitting down the line, what you also end up doing is you keep your opponent in front of you. Remember, you want to bisect where the opponent can hit the ball. And by keeping the ball in front of you, you give yourself a shorter distance to have to travel from where he was, right? You see a lot of players, you see pros, they'll be way over here and they hit a half volley that way and their momentum's carrying them this way. And when you move your opponent over here, you've then got to get to this point to bisect where your opponent can hit. So the fact that he hit the ball down the line, the moment he hits that ball, notice the server isn't rushing. He is already on the side where he kept the opponent. Really great stuff. If you get a high ball, you can angle it off, but if you have a low ball, just keep the ball in front of you. Now, I think it's pretty interesting that the server guesses cross court. Because if you actually look at the returner, he's moving backward. See, he hit the ball at the feet of the server and he started coming in and closing off the baseline, but then he's pushed back by this really great half volley. Look how deep that half volley is. One thing that's nice about hitting down the line when you have a low ball is the court is shorter than cross court. So it's actually easier to hit deep because the court is shorter, right? So he hits the ball nice and short and the returner has to double back and he starts moving backward. In this scenario, whenever you see a baseliner moving backward toward the back fence, chances are they are going to lob. So you should expect a lob, which means do not close off the net. You're just going to make it easier for their lob to go over your head. So it's one thing that I would teach this player. It's look, he's moving back, so don't close off the net. You can see he kind of jumps the route a little bit. He's expecting a cross-court pass. So watch how he jumps forward. The returner goes for that lob as mentioned, and very smart of him, he tries to lob over the backhand side. But the lobber, the returner, makes one fatal mistake. And that is he goes for a topspin lob. I'm telling you this, and I made a YouTube video on this. In fact, I'm going to include that YouTube video at the end of this video so you can watch it. The topspin lob is so overrated. The defensive lob, nice and high, getting you out of trouble, is the better choice, and it's going to win you more matches. Or win you more points. He goes for a topspin lob, doesn't hit the ball high enough, doesn't get the ball up over the head, and this player, who's actually quite tall, has an easy shot to angle the ball off the court and to win. Notice the low volley, the half volley, he hit straight ahead. The high ball, he angled off. That's the way you want to think of strategy at the net. High balls you can angle off, low volleys you want to hit down the line. So I highly recommend you go out and film yourself playing, review the footage, and see how you can apply what you learned in this video to your game. Now, if you're in the market for a new ball machine, here are 5 reasons why I recommend the Proton Ball Machine by Hydrogen Sports. And number 1, it's so lightweight and convenient to use. It only weighs 17 pounds. In fact, this ball machine weighs less than the ball hopper that you're going to take to the courts. Easy to use. It's so small and compact. You can easily put it right behind your car seat, right? You don't even have to put it in the trunk. You can just put it right on the floor behind your driver's or passenger seat. Super convenient. If you're not using your ball machine because it's big and bulky and heavy and cumbersome, check out the Proton because it's going to solve that problem. Reason number 2 that I love the Proton is the detachable battery. So many of you have really big and bulky ball machines that you have to take out of your car, take it into the house, and plug it in. This detaches, so you can just leave the ball machine in your car if you want, and just bring this into the house, and it charges just like a cordless drill. Super convenient. It charges extremely quickly, lasts forever. I mean, just like 8 hours, like it'll just last forever. So you're not going to run out of battery power, I can promise you. And then you're ready to go. So the fact that recharging the ball machine is so convenient, I love it. Reason number 3 I love the Proton is it's fully programmable. Now, when it arrives, it's got about 15 different drills already programmed in it, but you can create your own drills easily. And I mean easily. It takes no time at all. You control where you want the ball to land. You control the speed you want it to go, the spin, the amount of time in between each shot. It makes it really fun to be able to watch tennis on TV, see a certain pattern that you see the pros using, and then you just program it into your phone, and the next time you hop on the courts, it's right there. And not only can you control the ball machine with your phone, but you can use your watch. So you can just keep your phone on the side and you start it and stop it with your watch, going through all the drills that you want to practice. Super convenient. Now, the 4th thing that I love about the Proton just so happens to be my favorite, which is the light on the front that blinks 4 times really fast before the ball is going to come out. The light is like purplish blue, and it doesn't matter how bright of a day it is, you can easily see it. Think about when we hit on a ball machine, how it helps us with our stroke, sure, but we don't get to use a split step because we have no idea when the ball is going to come out. This light blinks 3 or 4 times right before the ball comes out. So as soon as you see it start blinking, you do a split step. So you can time a perfect split step and learn how to actually not just use great strokes, but actually use great footwork. The fact that this ball machine allows you to learn the proper timing of a split step and use the split step to change direction and get to more balls, incredible. And number 5, you get free shipping in the USA with my link. So at the end of this video, a link is going to pop up on the screen, then use that during checkout for free shipping. Now, before I share that link with you, if you're looking for new practice partners in your local area, maybe you want to find stronger singles and doubles opponents to play against, or you'd love to find a coach who's close to you who can help you with your game, then check out PlayYourCourt. It's a database of players and coaches in your local area who you can contact today and start playing more tennis. I've put their link in the description. I'm also going to pin it in the first comment. Check out PlayYourCourt. You're going to love it. So click right there to check out the Proton Ball Machine, and with that link, you're given a coupon code for free shipping. Work on your single strategy. Film yourself. See how you can improve. And if you do, there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.